everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm going to be bringing you a very traditional Brazilian dessert. Now, it is what I like to call my iced coconut cake. Now, definitely not literally an iced cake, but it is a cake that needs to be refrigerated for a couple of hours and is soaked in a sweetened condensed milk sauce, and it is just amazing, super moist, and has a lot of coconut, very flavorful. And I thought that today would be the day that I would share this recipe with you guys. So in Brazilian, correct me if I'm not saying it properly for all those of you who are Brazilian, but it is Bolo Gelado De Coco. So that's what it's called in Brazilian, and I will be bringing you an English version, my version and take on this cake. So let's go over the ingredients we'll be needing. First of all, what I have in here is some flour. So I have 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. I have sifted that whole mixture and we have it all here in our bowl. We're also going to be using 1 cup of canned coconut milk. Here I have 4 eggs. We also have 2 cups of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and ½ a cup of shredded unsweetened coconut. I find that the sweetness in this cake is enough, so I thought that adding the sweetened coconut might make it a bit too sweet, so I always prefer to use the unsweetened coconut. But if you want to use the sweetened, no problem. You can go ahead and do that. Also, if you don't want the extra coconut flavor in the cake, you can also use regular milk if you don't want to use the coconut milk. But I find the coconut milk brings out an extra coconut flavor, which is just perfection. So we're also going to be using a cake pan. I am using a 9 by 13 inch cake pan, and it is well greased with some margarine. You can also use some softened butter. You just have to make sure that it is well greased so nothing sticks. And then make sure you have your oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's it. Let's move on to the next step. You will also be needing ½ a cup of vegetable oil. Any flavorless oil of your choice will be fine. Okay, so into our bowl with our paddle attachment. Now remember, if you're not using a standing mixer, that's totally fine. A bowl with a whisk and a wooden spoon or spatula will work just as well. And you can also use a handheld electrical whisk. So we'll pour in our sugar. Okay. Our eggs, and we're going to give this a nice whisk for about a minute. Okay, so my mixture was on high speed, mixing for 2 minutes, and now we have a nice light and fluffy batter. Now we're going to add in our vanilla, and we're going to add in our vegetable oil, and we're going to mix this for another minute or so. Okay, so our mixture mixed for another minute. Now we'll add in our coconut. We're going to mix it again just until incorporated. Okay, now so into our mixture we're going to add ½ of our coconut milk, and we're going to add ½ of our flour mixture. And we're going to mix just until incorporated, not to overmix. Okay, so now we will add in our remaining coconut milk and our remaining flour. Mix again just till incorporated. Okay, so now our mixture is complete. We'll place it into our prepared pan. Okay guys, so my cake was in the oven for exactly ½ an hour, 30 minutes. So now we're going to let it sit at room temperature for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to make our topping, which is going to be like a sauce that's going to steep into our cake. Okay, so while our cake is cooling off, what I have here in my measuring cup is half a cup of coconut milk, half a cup of just regular milk. I'm using 2%. You use whatever you have on hand, that's fine. And we're also going to add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And that's going to be the topping for our cake. So it's not really a topping, it's more like a sauce that's going to seep through our cake. That's why it's going to be liquidy. Okay, and now we're just going to mix this until it's all combined. Okay, so now with a skewer, now I'm using a skewer, but if you have a toothpick or even a fork will work. You just want to prick holes along the cake. And now we're going to slice our cake. Okay, so now I'm just giving my mixture another quick little stir. Make sure everything is nicely mixed together. And we're just going to gently pour it over the cake. Now with your spatula, just kind of allow the mixture to go in between every single crevice here. This is going to be a super moist and wet cake, but that is the point of it. This is the type of cake it is supposed to be. Okay, so now that our cake is fully decorated, we are going to place it in the fridge for 2 hours, and then we will be ready to try and serve. Okay, so our cake was in the fridge for 2 hours, and now we're ready to try it. So the cake has soaked up all of that sweetened condensed milk mixture, and now we'll try it. just take a look at the inside. It's super, super wet and moist. It's almost like a tres leches cake. It's very, very moist. And now we'll give it a try. The cake is just perfection. You taste that vanilla cake with the coconut milk. It comes through, the coconut on the topping. It tastes so, so good. It is just an amazing cake. And so simple to make. And most definitely, if you are short on time and you want to serve this earlier than the 2 hours, that's fine. But I just find that the longer it's in the fridge, the more it soaks up the sweetened condensed milk mixture. And it makes the cake perfect. But if you need to serve it right away, most definitely just wait about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then serve it, and that'll be fine too. But if you can wait, definitely I do suggest you wait the 2 hours. So that's about it, guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a nice thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a delicious new recipe. And that's about it. I'll see you on my next video. Bye, everyone.